Hello, welcome to DerpyCon Online 2020. I'm Anthony Zaragoza, Convention Chair of DerpyCon. I'm here in front of the Hyatt Regency New Brunswick, which would have been our new home this year if it wasn't for the coronavirus. No, yeah. So, because we're not able to be all here this weekend, we're going to bring you a bunch of our programming and content online to you for free throughout this entire weekend. We're going to have guests, panels, workshops, maybe a DJ, maybe. I'm so looking forward for this weekend of what we have to offer on DerpyCon Online for this year. You know, this entire year I've been thinking, it's been over 3 years that we've decided to move to Hyatt Regency New Brunswick. This is going back to 2017. Back in DerpyCon 2016 and 2017, we heard that we need more space. We need more hotel rooms. We need more restaurants nearby. We need this, we need that. And we got us thinking, saying we should try to move, but not too far away. And this is where Hyatt Regency New Brunswick got involved. It took us 6 months to find a new home that we can move into starting in our 2020 event. You know, there was a lot of places to choose from the lower Westchester area of New York all the way down to South Jersey. And I know it's South Jersey, and I'm coming from Long Island. So anyway, you know, I know we needed a new home, but the Hyatt Regency New Brunswick allowed us to move in, taking up the entire hotel, using up 3 times more space than we had in Morristown. And you know what? 2020, I was really looking forward to since 2017. And it got me thinking that with this cancellation, it really kind of made me a little upset, because this was something we've been working on since 2017. And to be honest with you, this was the most best kept secret that I've ever done in my life. There was a whole year that I knew that we were going to be here, and I didn't say a word. And I heard everyone at DerpyCon 2018 when we announced that we were going to be moving. And this was, staff didn't even know. And the staff was shocked of how we presented it, which they thought we were stopping. And it turned out that everybody was all hyped up because, yes, we are moving. We're moving just 30 miles down the road to New Brunswick from Morristown. And, you know, everyone looked and like, wow, we have 3 times the space, we have the entire hotel, and, you know, I'm really looking forward to it since 2017. And I knew everybody was going to be excited about it. When the coronavirus struck earlier in the year, I hoped that we would have been at a stance that we could have won using the extra precaution. But when it came by May, I knew that we weren't going to happen. And I really got upset because I've been looking forward to 2020 because we have a new home, we have 3 times more space, we could be doing things that we couldn't do before, including wearing masks everywhere, which seems now we have to do everywhere now. And we're going to have to wait for another year. But at the same time, if we wait for another year, we can definitely bring you a better DerpyCon at our new home in New Brunswick, New Jersey. So many of you this weekend probably would have taken fabulous photos with your cosplay and kind of like these rocks behind me. But it's not just these rocks that bring more excitement to this venue. It's in fact the size. We're talking about 3 times the size of our previous years. So like, for example, main events, okay, we can only hold like 100 something people. In our new event, main events, we can triple that amount as of before coronavirus. Dealers Hall, yes, very small in terms of amount of different quality of vendors, but don't worry, because our new deals hall is going to be twice the size, as well as our artist alley being about 2 to 3 times the size. And our video gaming room was definitely going to be larger than it was, including our panel rooms. So those panel 4 rooms, panel 4 is no longer existent here in New Brunswick. Each panel room will hold at least 50 people. That's right, 50 people. This was something that we're really looking forward to, because this was going to mark a new chapter of DerpyCon. And you know what? This online event just brings us to show that we as a community can stay together during these hard times. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy DerpyCon Online. So here we are, the atrium here at the Hyatt Regency New Brunswick, which is basically the center of DerpyCon. By the windows will be our video game room on the lower level. We have doors here for what would have been our main events, our dealers hall, and our artist alley. And then to the left of the camera would have been the panel rooms. Of course, to your right would have been a video room and workshop rooms. When we announced back at DerpyCon 2018 that we're moving to New Brunswick, we had that work in the making a year beforehand in terms of layout, where everything should need to be, so that we can avoid moving rooms around after a venue change, because we would like to keep everything the same as much as possible. And now that we have no event this year, it kind of makes us a little upset that that vision that I had of everyone being here, it's just not going to happen just yet, but soon it will come. Look at me, just battling on about DerpyCon 2020 that would have been here, and it's not. You know, I'm putting everyone's hopes down and so on, and I don't want to do that. But anyway, let's get the weekend started right with DerpyCon Online. Let's send it over to Candace right now in our DerpyCon studios. Candace, take it away.
Thanks, Anthony, for leaving me here with DerpyCon, who was the host of Opening Series last year, but since he's not speaking that much, he's fired. And I'll be your hostess this year. I'm Candace, and I'll be hosting DerpyCon Online 2020. And I have to say, I've missed you all the last 2 years. I was your head of programmer for the first 4 years, but then this happened, so I had to get my life in order. And the one thing I vaguely remember, or mostly remember, I should say, is this. Remember this? Remember this sign? Yeah, remember that? Kiss it goodbye for this year. Victory is mine. All right, so let's get 2020 DerpyCon Online 2020 DerpyCon Online 2020 opening ceremony started.
Streaming New Jersey's anime, gaming, sci-fi, and comic convention. This is DerpyCon Online.
Now, if you haven't figured out how to watch us just yet, but I'm assuming if you're watching us now, you figured it out. But here are some of your options. We have twitch.tv/DerpyCon if you want to Twitch stream us. You can also check us out on the channel store on your Roku, search DerpyCon. You can also search for us on your Amazon Fire TV. And of course, once in a blue moon, we'll be live on Facebook, YouTube, maybe Twitter, maybe Instagram. Who knows? You'll just have to keep an eye out to find us. So, guest Q&As. For guest Q&As this year, please use the chat feature on Twitch. From there, our team of moderators will then forward your questions to the guest. So if you're watching from your Roku or your Fire TV, you're going to have to switch to Twitch to ask the guests the questions. Okay? Got it? Twitch to ask questions. Or just go Roku and Fire TV to watch. To those that are in need of captions of our programming, DerpyCon is offering transcripts of all of our programming. You may find a copy of the transcripts on our website at DerpyCon.com. Please allow some time for our live panels to appear on the website. Be sure to check out round-the-clock schedule at DerpyCon.com. We are live straight through the end of Sunday with endless programming and content, and I'm going to need a big pot of coffee for this. Also, please be aware that all times are in Eastern Standard Time. So if you're not watching us from the East Coast, if you're from like, Central Time Zone, Midwest, Pacific, or internationally, think like you're on the East Coast when it comes to times. Please. We have a 2020 program guide available for you to download. Again, check out our website at DerpyCon.com to download your copy. It's going to be awesome. We also have exclusive merchandise for DerpyCon 2020. We have a DerpyCon water bottle right here. We got this cute little DerpyCon blue cup, because blue is DerpyCon's color. Also, we have badges that we were going to give to you when we were going to have this in person, but 2020 happened. These really cool badges if you want to, buy them to add to your DerpyCon collection. I mean, actually, I really like this year's badge. It's pretty nice. We also have this new fabulous DerpyCon light up cup. Every time you turn it on off, it changes colors. Isn't that cool? I like this one, so I'm going to keep it up there. And also we have the DerpyCon Classic DerpyCon shot glass. And let us not forget DerpyCon 2020 t-shirts. But just so that you know, we need to hit a limit of people buying the t-shirts for us to make an order. So if you want a DerpyCon 2020 t-shirt, order them like you're gonna run out, or like your life depends on it, or whatever motivates you to buy t-shirts. Now, if you don't want a DerpyCon 2020 t-shirt, which I'm judging you for, you can also get our past DerpyCon t-shirts like this one from last year. Pretty cool artwork there. And also from 2018, we also got some for 2015, 2016, I think one or two left from 2014, which is the first DerpyCon year. These are actually pretty nice. I think I'm gonna steal them. And also, just to give you a heads up, with each purchase of DerpyCon merchandise, you will get a copy of the exclusive, never before seen DerpyCon 2019 program guide, because they came late last year. Oops, that's DerpyCon for you. And all of the merchandise can be found at DerpyCon.com/store. Also, be sure to use the hashtag DerpyCon Online and DerpyCon 2020, and your messages may appear on the ticker on the screen below. Just like that. Before we introduce the guest, let's take a look back at the last, I can't believe I'm saying this, 6 years of DerpyCon. Roll that beautiful memory footage. Anyway, let's get to the guests of DerpyCon Online 2020. Let's first introduce our community guests for this year. First up, we have children driving robots. At least 100 years ago, a group of idiots and a plastic turtle named Kyle came together with a great mission: to have fun entertaining people irregardless of whether or not people were entertained. Whether it be arcade, playthroughs, and inaccurate anime descriptions on YouTube, convention panels about dumb stuff they're obsessed with, or making new friends in hotel lobbies. Children driving robots are not aware that irregardless is not a word, although that was probably last year. Webster Dictionary has recently added irregardless in 2020's Webster Dictionary. Congratulations, 2020. You turned irregardless into a word. Anyway, check them out online at childrendrivingrobots.com. Also, if you want to check out their panels, they are scheduled for Friday, 7 to 8 p.m., Doctor Who, Lost in Time and Space, Saturday, 5 to 6 p.m., Women Who Made Doctor Who, Saturday, 7 to 8 p.m., Obscure Anime is Random, and Sunday, 1 to 2 p.m., Star Trek, The Other Officers. We also have back this year the Manly Battleships, who are a group of fun-loving performers that have built a programming powerhouse on the convention circuit. Veteran panelists combine their skills with a circle of longtime congoers, otaku, and deviants to create a repertoire of content to suit any taste. The Fleet's arsenal offers a lot of a little and a little of everything, with a lineup including academic lectures, the game show Impossible series, and over-the-top entertainment panels. High-quality times are to be had under the Fleet's banner. No matter your pleasure, there's a Manly Battleship event that's right for you. Their panels this year will be held Friday, 8 to 9 p.m., game show Impossible Squiggly Squiggly, as well as Saturday, 6 to 7 p.m. Again, the game show Impossible Squiggly Squiggly. Also this year, we're going to have Super Art Fight, which is the greatest live art competition in the known universe. A live action performance where 2 or more artists battle against each other over a giant canvas. With the help of 2 quipping hosts and the Wheel of Death, they compete for the audience affection in order to secure the win. Yes, the winner of Art Fight About is determined by the fans. I mean fans, and I mean you. And the fans alone, as well as, science. To determine how loud the crowd cheers on their Zoom and crown the winner. We pit cutting-edge artists against each other in the art of creative combat, reacting to the whims of the fans, which will be on Zoom. And it's going to be live. That's right, Super Art Fight will be live on DerpyCon Online, Saturday at 8 p.m. This year, we also have our guest DJ, Awesomeness Prime, who is a rockstar convention DJ who doesn't shy away from entertaining the nerdy masses. With a set dedicated to showcasing remixes from your favorite video games, animes, and cartoons, he spices things up with a dash of chiptune for a little geeky-infused performance. Awesomeness has been DJing the con circuit across the country, quickly becoming a fan favorite, and it's easy to see why. He brings a highly energetic spirit to every set as he runs around dancing with fans, breaking it down, and has been known to headbang the night away. Awesomeness Prime will be DJing our dance Friday and Saturday at 11 p.m. So make sure you get your living room set up so you can dance the night away. And also he'll be hosting a panel Saturday from 2 to 3 p.m. the Awesomeness Showdown Anime Edition. Now it's time to introduce the cosplay guests for DerpyCon Online 2020. First up, we have Bamela Cosplay, who has been designing costumes and making props since she was very young. It started as just a very extravagant Halloween costumes with her mother. Together they would go to local fabric stores, sew the costumes, and add embellishments. And with her dad, she would build everything and anything from a xylophone for a school project to building boats in the backyard. However, she didn't break into the cosplay community until 2017 when she went to her first ever anime convention. It was love at first cosplay. Bamela Cosplay will be hosting panels Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. so you want to make a wig, and Sunday from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. The Secrets I've Learned Cosplaying. This year we also have Dizzy Lizzie. Coming out of face mask sewing insanity, Dizzy Lizzie is ready to lend her costuming expertise for DerpyCon Online. For over 20 years, she has been creating costumes for herself and others while receiving several Best in Shows for her workmanship and performance skills. When she is not creating costumes, you can find her still behind her sewing machine creating bridal gowns for K&B Bridals. and work in her geeky fashion line for silly little things. Lizzie believes in cause positivity and stays active in the community by hosting workshops, judging, running cosplay departments such as Katsucon, Zenkai-Con, and Anime Next, and is the creator of the Magic of Cosplaying exhibit. You can find Dizzy Lizzie's panel this Saturday from 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Last but not least, we have White Rabbit, aka Katie Lynch to you muggles out there, who hails from Central New Jersey and is a cosplayer and seamstress who has been on the convention floor since 2005. Katie is a multiple master level award winner for sewing and historical accuracy and an East Coast Convention panelist veteran. She enjoys taking inspirational characters and morphing them to fit her horror gender-bending aesthetic. She received local fame with her androgynous pyramid head from Silent Hill, which inspired her to push the limits of what cosplay can be for people. Katie's work has been showcased in Cosplay Realm and Cosplay Zen magazine. Katie is thrilled to be part of DerpyCon 2020 and can't wait to meet you virtually. White Rabbit panels will be on Friday from 9:30 to 10 p.m., Cosplay Joins the Dark Side, and Saturday from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., Top Shelf Cosplay on a bottom shelf budget. Okay, people, now it's the time y'all been waiting for. It's the time to introduce the voice actor guest of DerpyCon Online. First up, we have Daryl Gilbeau, who is a Los Angeles-based actor who began voice acting in 2004. He has voiced the lead roles of McAdoo in the Do-Ra-Ra-Ra series. In the video game world, Daryl is best known for voicing Laylee in Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles: The Crystal Barriers. Daryl Gilbeau Q&A is right after this opening ceremonies at 6 p.m. tonight. Autographs are to follow at 7 p.m. Make sure you sign up ahead of time for your autographs. This year we also have Trina Nishimura. Trina Nishimura began her acting career at the age of 9 in community theater and began touring in theatrical productions at age 13. From meager beginnings to a long career on stage, on screen, and in voice work, Trina's most notable roles in voice acting span over a decade and include over 200 titles. Trina Nishimura's Q&A is on Saturday at 4 p.m. Autographs will follow after the panel. Make sure you sign up for your autographs. We also have Molly Searcy, who is a voice actor from Sentai Filmworks, Funimation, and Sound Cadence. Her most recognizable role is Akemi in Akemi Ga Kill. Molly loves her work and the opportunity to meet and chat with anime fans, especially at cons. When she's not in the booth, Molly can be found on stage. She's a Barley Resident Acting Company member at Dallas Theater Center and recently earned her MFA in acting from SMU. Congratulations, Molly! Molly Searcy's Q&A is on Sunday at 11 a.m. Autographs will follow after the panel. Make sure you sign up for autographs again. Last but not least, we have Armin Taylor, who is a voice actor who has worked on a slew of video games, animated projects, and anime series. Those include Fire Emblem and Crystar. Armin narrates the light RPG audiobook series Verdanen, Gate Online, and can also be heard as a recurring cast member in the suspense radio drama The Hidden Frequencies and the No Sleep podcast. Armin Taylor's Q&A is on Saturday at 1 p.m. Autographs will follow after the panel, and again, sign up for your autographs. And again with the autographs, here's some information, all right? You might want to take a pen and paper and write this down. Autographs. You can purchase autographs and live sessions with our guests at derpycon.com/store. Autograph purchasing will end 30 minutes prior to the start of the autographs. So make sure, if you want your autograph, buy them 30 minutes before the panel starts, okay? Again, 30 minutes before the panel begins. And just like a real convention, the schedule may change without notice. Be sure to follow our website at derpycon.com. And again, one last time, just a friendly reminder, we are following the Eastern Standard Time for those that may be watching us afar. So if you're watching us, make sure you're following the Eastern Standard Time clock and not your West Coast clock or whatever clock you follow, okay? Next up in our opening ceremonies, this was supposed to be the year we were supposed to be in our new home in New Brunswick, New Jersey. But then 2020 had other plans. For a sneak peek of what the town has to offer for next year, Here is a walk around New Brunswick with our publicity head, Michael.
Welcome to beautiful New Brunswick, New Jersey, at the Hyatt Regency New Brunswick, the home of DerpyCon. Our first stop on our New Brunswick adventure is right here at the venue, right next to these lovely rocks, one of the highlights of the hotel. And behind me, your venue for DerpyCon, starting in 2021. As we step outside the doors of the Hyatt Regency New Brunswick, we step into a wonderful world for cosplay pictures right behind me on the grassy knoll, and food. Food as far as the eye can see down historic George Street. Whatever you want, they'll have it there. You want a bowl of ramen? We got a restaurant for that. You want sushi? We have that. You want burgers? You can find countless of them. Just a slice of pizza? That's just a block away. What about tacos? You bet. No matter what you're in the mood for, you can find it just 1 minute away from the venue. You won't be gone long, you won't miss your favorite panels, you won't miss the major events, and you can catch some cosplay photos on the way back. So if you're driving into town, like me, and you're wondering where you're going to park, you can park right here on site. The Hyatt Regency New Brunswick has a full parking garage connected to the building. Whether you're staying for the weekend or just coming for the day, you can park right here and just be minutes away from the action. And your car will be close to lug all that great merch that you'll be getting in the exhibit hall. I feel like we're recording like the Wheel of Fortune videos of this is the prize you're gonna win. We're recording them right here in New Brunswick, because who wouldn't want to win a weekend package to New Brunswick? Stay tuned. So our first restaurant stop is right across the street on Church Street and the Blackthorn Restaurant and Irish Pub. If you're looking for some Irish pub fare, burgers and brews, you know where to go, and you won't have to go far. And then right down Church Street, we'll have even more restaurants. We'll be walking down there, and we'll be seeing what kind of food and what kind of entertainment you can enjoy here in New Brunswick. I mean, right across the street, we got the Christ Church. Please don't go there. Please do not take pictures in the cemetery. We beg you. No cosplay photos in the cemetery, even if we're on Halloween. We're going to be respectful, and maybe we'll have a cemetery in the bowling alley of the venue. Oh, you don't know about the bowling alley yet? Well, you'll have to come visit us, DerpyCon 2021. So if for some reason you can't park on site, don't worry, you won't have far to walk. Right behind me is the Church Street parking garage. That's about a 1.5-minute walk from the venue, so you won't be far, and it is in the heart of downtown New Brunswick. So once again, you'll be minutes from food. You can tell I'm hungry because all we're talking about is food on this tour, but that's one of the highlights of New Brunswick. And it's also next to one of the most entertaining places here. It's right by the Laugh Factory. As we continue our adventure down George Street, we have a Dunkin' Donuts over here, so if you need your morning coffee, Dunkin's the place to go. I might be there too. You might find me here at Dunkin' grabbing some coffees for myself and everyone but the con chair, since we know he's going to want his Starbucks. As we go up some restaurants, we have Master Nu, one of the great Asian restaurants we have here. You're looking for some barbecue, you're looking for some noodles, looking for some fried chicken, we got it right here. As we continue down, we got the Hub City Brew House. A lot of beers on tap right here. So you got your brews, you got your burgers, one of the good places to eat. One of the best spots to go for a bite to eat, and my personal recommendation, is the Tavern on George. A historic building full of great pub fare, burgers, salads, sandwiches, soups, and of course some brews. This is a wonderful spot to stop, grab a bite to eat, enjoy some music on the weekends. And if you're fancying to watch some of the football games, they got that on a lot of TVs inside. There's gonna be a lot that you can do right here on the Tavern on George, one of the historic locations here in downtown New Brunswick. It may not be Nando's, so you might not get your National Harbor feel, but you still get your Popeyes. Fried chicken, some of the best fried chicken right here at Popeyes. Sorry, KFC lovers, Popeyes is where it's at. Are you short on cash during the weekend? Well, you can go right down George Street to the ATM. There will also be an ATM right on site at the Hyatt Regency New Brunswick as well. So plenty of spots to go to make sure you have enough cash for the exhibitors hall. So we take our next stop down here on George Street, and we got one of the best places you can think of for a Mexican grill. Alright, some fast food, but it's Chipotle. Chipotle has some great burritos, some great burrito bowls, and if you go further down, you can get your coffee fix. I know our con chair will at Starbucks. We look across the street at Harvest Moon Brewery, one of the better places to find some beer, and Gong Cha, which is one of the locations that we visited last time we were in New Brunswick over in the spring. So you can stop there from some nice cuisine, bubble tea to boot, and this is just a few blocks away from the convention. But as you can see, we're just a few blocks away from the train station, and one of the places you can get into New Brunswick. So this train station, this is both a New Jersey Transit and an Amtrak station. You can access through both ways. There's a way to get to New Brunswick following the Amtrak station or the New Jersey Transit. We've experienced a lot on our New Brunswick adventure today. We've gone downtown to the Stress Factory, we've gone past bars, we've gone past restaurants, we've enjoyed some of the sights and sounds that we have here in New Brunswick, from cosplay photo spots to even the train station for all you train goers. But now we're back here at the Hyatt Regency New Brunswick. We're tired, we're ready for bed. So we're gonna go up to our room, but the adventures don't stop today, because the party doesn't start until DerpyCon 2021 next year with you.
Thank you, Michael, for showing me all those places that I can't eat at right now. Anyway, that's Opening Ceremonies DerpyCon 2020. Let the convention begin!
Streaming New Jersey's anime, gaming, sci-fi, and comic convention. This is DerpyCon Online.